Hi, Doctor. This one, I just wanted to know, like, your experiences in, like, when you work with government, right, hospitals and all.
Okay.
What do you think is, like, your most, like, really exciting case you went and see?
Really exciting case is the because I work in emergency department, so every single day is a challenging. It's very challenging now. Every single second, every single minute, there will be patients coming in, and sometimes there's surge of patients coming in. There's so many different kind of cases you will see. You will see like from different various aspects such as surgical cases, medical case, pediatric, ENT emergencies, ophthalmic emergencies, trauma, polytrauma, obstetric emergencies requiring a lot of multidisciplinary team
Oh,
to
okay.
come and you know
Help to treat
yeah,
lah.
have to treat and all that. But yes, we are the first person to see the cases. We don't only see emergency cases, we see OSCC cases, we see rape cases, we see domestic violence cases, we see abuse cases, so a lot of cases
Mm.
in emergency itself. So yeah, every single day is a learning process for us. Every single day is a learning point for us in every various ways on what we can do, what we can implement to be better, how to approach patients, how to treat patients, how to actually come up with differential diagnosis to exclude the life-threatening conditions first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
because various age group have different presentation, different life-threatening issues. So you have to exclude all that first, then only come to a definite
Diagnosis
diagnosis.
lah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Sounds
Yeah.
quite exhilarating so.
Very is a whole adrenaline rush every single day.
A&E, right?
A&E, yeah.
Sounds really exciting, but stress lah.
It is very stressful, depends.
Have you just I wanted to know, like, have you seen like patients that got like stab wound or gunshot wound? Have you
So
ever seen
far, I've not seen gunshot wound, but I've seen stab wounds. Yes, I did see. Most of the times it's accident cases.
accident? I mean,
Yeah. Uh, Poisoning cases. Some patient have commit suicide thing, issues and all the thing. They consume all sort of poisons. They self-harm themselves with knife, pen knife, all sort of things. All sort of things. Creativity
yeah, creativity.
by the patients.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite tough also to see.
Yeah. It is tough. It is tough.
If let's just say, I'm just asking you lah. If now, let's say, like someone like had a fight,
Someone had a fight.
then they got stabbed or cut or
Okay.
slashed, right?
Okay. In that sort of cases, police report needs to be made.
So how that one how like what you all will make directly in the hospital itself or?
Usually what happens is this kind of cases is actually considered a physical assault cases, causing injuries and all that. But then if it's a life-threatening sort of issue, immediately they'll be brought by the
Police.
ambulances and all this stuff, right? But then if it's something that the patient is stable and all this, we usually put them. What will happen is this patient will come accompanied by polices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a specific room for all that. We call it as OSCC One Stop Crisis Center, where we address the patient from head to toe, every single thing pertaining to the legal documents, everything on the the table itself. So the first thing we will see the police report. You have to have a police accompanying the patient, and police will be there to actually, because when you are present there to see the patient the first time, a lot of legal things has to be done first, because from head to toe you have to see the injuries, identify the injuries, the extreme of the injuries, whether require admission and all that. If it's if it's assault cases, fighting, gang fight, all these things has to be from the police. Unless the patient itself doesn't want to report it further, doesn't want the further investigation to carry out to higher authority, to court level and all, then it is up to the patient.
Oh, so if they have a choice, right? They want to involve police or not?
Yeah, they have a choice.
It's
But
not.
what we will do is if let's say patient come with stab wound and all that, immediately the patient won't be in a normal setting, OSCC. Because stab wound should be in some critical zone or.
Hi, I'm Malun here, and based on my second video, what I've learned is that through communication, I communicated with a doctor, and I asked the doctor her experiences in the while working in the hospital. So you need communication skill to do this, and via communication skills, I get to communicate with the doctor, and I get to to know more about the hospital lifestyle, to get to know more about the doctor's lifestyle, to get to know how the patients are like, what to be expecting, uh, so that I can be prepared. So I got this information through communicating with the doctor. And this is very important because if I hadn't asked the doctor, I wouldn't necessarily know about certain things to look out for, certain things to be prepared of. So just because I have communicated with the doctor and asked about her experiences, I got to know, okay, what to expect, what kind of patients that are coming in, how exhilarating it might be in certain departments, how you have to work fast, how you have to be alert, tend to the patient immediately, get to know what is their history, get to know how did certain cases happen, why is the patient admitted, why is the patient here, first of all. So I wouldn't have known this, speaking as a first year student, but I would love to have an idea, like, on what to expect. So while I'm lucky that I got the chance to talk to the doctor, and since I've talked to the doctor, I got certain points, certain views based on her experience. So I roughly got an idea on like what to expect, how interesting it is, how that as a doctor you are really like the patient is giving their life to you, like it's in your hands. So it inspires me more to be a doctor, but and it's really interesting to know about the cases, to know about the whole hospital lifestyle, like I've mentioned. And I got this through communicating with the doctor. So communication skill is really really important because you need communication skill in order to talk to people, to approach people, and you get to know information, you get to know certain news, because not everything you can actually find online. I mean, I know we live in the modern age, but there are certain things that people know that you wouldn't imagine googling it, but it's really important that when they tell you, then you realize that oh wow, this is really good information, this is really good thing that do I have to have in your like knowledge bank, you see. So I find communication really important, and I find that you really need to improve, because improve communication if you're lacking in that section, because it's really really important. And speaking to a medical lifestyle, as a doctor or anything related to the medical field, you have to interact, you have no choice but you to interact to patients, because it's really important the way you interact, how you approach the patient, as mentioned by the doctor. It's really really important because you have certain procedures, but the way you approach the patient, the way you communicate with the patient as well as other people, but the way you communicate, the way you approach, that literally gives the patient like the feeling like whether they want to talk to you or not. So it gives them that choice. So if your communication skill is really good, like you've really buck up on your communication skill, they would be willing to talk to you, they would be willing to open up. So it's really really important. This is talking through a medical lifestyle, but if I'm talking through like a general lifestyle, it is important, because if let's just say you need help, let's just say you need assistance with something, with proper communication skills, you actually could ask for help and they are willing to help you, people and all that. Not only just help, you're going to a restaurant, for example, you're talking to a friend, a family member, anything. It's really communication skill is really really important.